Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to cut a male pants. I thought I was filming the video before. That's why I have this mark on the fabric. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to cut a male pants or trouser. It is very easy to cut. So the first thing I'm going to do, because my client is very slim, I'm going to mark 1 inch. This is 1 inch. I'm going to mark 1 inch from the edge of the fabric because I want to shape this trouser. So this is the 1 inch that I've marked there. The next thing I'm going to do, our waist is 32 and I'm going to divide 32 by 4. You can see the waist is 32. I'm going to divide 32 by 4. It will give us 8. Then you add 1 inch to that 8, which is what? 9. So that's why we have our mark here. I've marked 9 inches. From that 9 inches mark, I came down 1 inches. So I'm going to connect that our 1 inches to the edge of the fabric. So this is our 1 inch mark. So this is what you have. The next thing you are going to do, whatsoever the waist give you, you are going to mark it here. That is, you are going to mark what? 9 inches here. That is the crush depth. I've marked 9 inches here. So I'm going to rule that part. The next thing you are going to mark on this line is the lap measurement, which is 24. 24 divided by 2 will give you 12. So I'm going to be marking what? 12 here. See where I'm taking the measurement from? I'm not taking it from the edge, I'm taking it from here. So I'm marking 12 inches. Don't add any ease. Don't add any ease to this pattern, please. Don't add any ease to the pattern, to this crush measurement or the lap measurement. So the next thing we are going to do from this point is to mark 2 inches from here. So I mark 2 inches and I'm connecting it back to the waist measurement. Can you see what we have here? And this one too, I'm going to connect it back to this place. You can all see what we have at this point. Let me do so that you can see it on it. I've connected this part to the crush line and I've connected this. Connect the 2 inches back to the waist line. So I'm going to curve this part. So the next thing you are going to do is to mark your trouser length. So let me take it this way and remove any poke outs that you have. So the length for my client trouser length is 42. I'll mark 42 inches. I've marked 42 inches. And for the folding at the hem, I'm going to be marking 2 inches. 2 inches folding allowance. I marked the length of the trouser and I added 2 inches for folding allowance. 2 inches for folding allowance. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mark the trouser, the knee from the waistline. The knee from the waistline, I'm using 23 for this client because I measured his knee his knee measurement from the waistline when I was taking his measurement. So that is our knee line. So we are coming back to the crush line. So you measure what you have here. We have 12. You divide it by 2. That is what? 6 inches. So you mark 6 here. You mark 6 on the trouser nail, and you mark 6 inches. Let me bring this closer. I want to bring this closer so that you see what I'm doing. So you mark 6 inches from the edge as well on the hem of the pants. I'm trying to retrace my line there. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be marking the ankle measurement. We have the ankle measurement for my client is 7 inch. So I'm marking 3.5 inch from that 6 inches mark. So I'm marking 3.5 here, and also marking 3.5 here. On the new, it is 18 inches. 18 inches, the knee circumference measurement. So I'm going to be marking 4.5 on both sides. That is, I'm using half of the 18. So I'm marking 4.5 on both sides of the knee line. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to connect the ankle measurement to the knee line. So I'm going to, this is what I'm doing. What's going on now? Sharp. I'm not going to do the same here. You can see I've connected my ankle to the knee. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to curve this. There's going to be a slight curve, curving this part. You can see curving this part to give it that shape that I told you about. So I'm going to curve this part in a little before connecting it back. Let me just do like this. Let's just connect this a little. If you can see, there's a slight curve there. So this is what you should be having by the time you've finished cutting your front pants trouser. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut. So as you all can see, I've cut the front part of our trouser, and this is what I have here. You can see how nice this is looking. Very nice. So to cut the back of the trouser, let me fold this. Make sure that the hem of the fabric are aligned. So I'm going to be placing the front on the back in such a way that the position of the pant trouser is now in the opposite direction. Make sure it's aligned with the hem of the pant. You can see I've placed the front on the back. And the first thing you are going to do, let me bring this closer. You are going to notch this part, just notch, don't cut, notch. And you bring it back. Make sure that the hems are aligning with the fabric. The hem of the trouser is the same with the fabric. So see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut, making sure that the two sides are the same. So after trimming the side, you pick up the front trouser and you move it towards, you move it to the front. You pick up this front, you move it to the front, and make sure what you're having here is 2 inches. Make sure that what you are having here is what, 2 inches. So make sure it's 2 inches. So we have 2 inches here. And on this part, the back fork or the back rush is going to be 3 inches. So make sure you mark 3 inches here. So we have 3 inches. Let me just put the mark down. No, okay, these 3 inches. We have 3 inches here. And let me bring this closer. Remember when we were cutting the front trouser slant, we moved down by 1 inch. So now you are going to add that 1 inches back. So you are adding 1 inches here, and you are coming out by 2 inches for that. 2 inches. Make sure you follow the slants, cut through the line so that you not be confused. Then you mark what? You mark 2 inches or 1.5. But for this tutorial, I'm marking 2 inches. This 2 inches for that. Then from that 2 inches point, I'm going up by what? That 1 inches. Then you connect it back to the front of the trouser, to that tip. and this part you are going to just curve back to that notch. You are going to curve that 2 inches to that notch that you made. That's all. The next thing you are going to do is just cut. Please, if you like this video, give the video a thumb up, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so when I upload a new video you'll be notified. So we have our front and back trouser here, and that's how to cut a trouser, a male trouser. You can see that the method is very easy. So if you want me to show you how I sew this trouser, just drop a comment in the comment section. So have a nice day. Bye.